Okay, hi everyone. Welcome again to AuthorStory. I'm Alexander Lim, your host, and for this episode, I'm interviewing Rachel Dunn, author of the book Better Videos, Stand Out, Be Seen, Create Clients. And for those of you following along who are interested, you can go over now to the Amazon link in the description below the video and check out or get a copy of the book. So Rachel, welcome to AuthorStory. It's fantastic having you as our guest this episode.
Thank you so much. It's fantastic to be here, and yeah, I'm really excited to chat to you. So thank you.
Cool, cool. So Rachel, please tell me about yourself. What's your author story?
My author story. Well, I guess the book is about video, and
Right.
really the book is about my story as well. I've been in the television industry for a very long time, since about 1990. And really, from the age of 15, I wanted to be a music video director. So very early on, I became a music video director and moved from Sydney and I moved actually from a country town and started my own production company and worked from the bottom up. So I've learned a lot of valuable lessons that I share in this book. And, I worked for a lot of the TV stations as well in doing that. And when redundancy hit, that's when I really created a company called Girl Director. And I really created her as a character, as a tool that I could then empower other people to create videos. So the book is very much about my story, as well as I wanted it to be packed full of value, so that it would be sitting next to somebody and mentoring, helping them and helping them to really take that next step. Because I really, lost my passion at some point, and I really felt like I needed to go and find myself with video. So especially with advertising, I felt like it was very much an ego-driven industry. And so I went off to make a documentary to find my passion, and that was when I really, I guess, found my calling of, now I want to teach others how to do this, because when you lose your way in a business you've been in for so long, you just you've got to go and take, you've just got to go find yourself,
Right.
So video's been with me since the age of 15, and I've had such an up and down journey, but now it's just the most inspirational thing I could do, because I'm teaching people around the world and helping them with their camera confidence and that type of thing. So there's so much in there that I know it changes people's lives, those who definitely read it. So, yeah.
All right, cool, fantastic. So, for whom is this book intended, Rachel? Is this for intent for professionals like yourselves, or can a layman like me just pick it up and get something from it?
Absolutely. The book is really for masters, people that are really a master of what they've done. They've been in their field for a long time, and they're struggling to be seen. They're maybe afraid. They don't like the word marketing. They don't want to do marketing, but they feel that video is going to help them to really put themselves out there. It's going to transform their lives in many ways, and it's going to help them grow. So we have a lot of people that are masters of what they do, depending on, it doesn't matter what field. But also we have startups that are looking for an expert to help them to create videos that really speak to them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. So this book then is intended for just about anyone, but primarily for people who have been in the field for some time then.
It's about people that have a business that have never done video before, and that are struggling with the technology. They're overwhelmed. They don't know where to start. They're struggling with their confidence. And it's also people that maybe perhaps photographers that are going out into the video world that have never done video before, that want some inspiration on where to start in creating video, because we don't do done for you anymore. We teach clients how to have video businesses, but we teach people how to do videos. So that's what the book is aimed at.
Cool. And what made you decide to write this book? I mean, it occurs to me that your business is, doing well right now. You don't really need to write a book. What made you decide to do so?
It's a good question. I didn't know that I really wanted to write a book either.
Okay.
It was really about when I met Angela our missions really aligned with Angela's all about making a difference and with writing, and I'm all about making a difference with video. So it really felt it was a fantastic guide for those that want to start, and it also gives them a guidance and a go-to book when they're lost. And I found that the book gave me a confidence booster, because the one thing I've always struggled with myself is self-doubt and belief in myself. So even when I was nominated for Music Video Awards and working with Emmy and Oscar Award winners, the self-doubt is what always stepped in.
Right.
So if I had somebody in my back corner back then that really could have held a bigger space of where I wanted to go, that's what would have really helped me. So that's what I want this book to be, is a go-to book when people feel lost or they feel like they have a bigger mission and they want to create a video that makes a bigger difference.
Right. Okay, cool. So definitely getting the word out there is very important.
It is, and it gave me an extra tool, that I could then share with people that perhaps are startups or they couldn't afford to do anything yet or whatever. It's a great place for them to get a lot of value from.
Okay, nice. Fantastic. So let's get a little bit more into the topic of videos. Now, I know this is going to date me, but I'm part of the first wave of MTV generation, the kind of swap videotapes of the latest songs by new wave bands, Michael Jackson, that thing. It is amazing to us as things were like Pokemon Go would be to someone today. How far has the field of videos progressed from there?
Gosh, well, I've seen so many changes. The first music video that I created was on film. Right. And so I've seen a lot of differences. For those of you in the technical talk, I've seen the transition from 4:3 to HD, which means widescreen, to analog, to tape. Right. And then now everything's digital. And I remember, 15 years ago when I used to design in the television stations, and we'd use computers that were massive and they're huge. Right. And I'd sit there and go, oh my God, wouldn't it be amazing to be able to do this down the beach or, anywhere? But now with computers, you can do it from anywhere, and you can create a documentary from sitting in a cafe anywhere you want, really. So it's amazing. I love technology.
Hey, fantastic.
So, yeah, from where it's gone to where it's going. And I feel that, in the future, everybody is going to be able to make videos, and it's really just a matter of time. And I feel that my mission is really to help those step into that place, be confident, be presenting themselves, and then, in the very, very future, we'll be doing a lot of mind-to-mind communication, and this is going a bit out there, but video and images to mind is what's going to be the future. And this is videos, people don't know it yet, but video is a massive, way forward, so people understand how to tell a story. So, yeah.
Right, cool. Interesting. So you've been in the business now for over 2 decades, so I'm sure you're kind of familiar with the different kind of videos that are out right now. What are the different kind of videos or video classifications that are out there right now?
Do you mean the types of videos like there's videos, the how-to videos, there's music videos, there's documentaries? Okay. Yeah. Normally, if somebody's wanting to get into videos, they have to ask the question, okay, what's my intention behind the video? And why do you want to create the video? Do you want more clients? Do you want to make a difference? Do you want to be a YouTube star? Do you want to engage with your clients? So that is an important question to ask yourself first. Okay. And then you can go, right, okay, I want more clients. So then you can go, right, okay, I'm going to develop a strategy in giving value and to build my list or build my database or my following to actually have those clients. So there's so many different ways that you can create video that, people knew what video could do for their business, they would really jump on a lot sooner than they do.
Okay, so you did mention that, videos can help out a business a lot. In what way can a video help out a business?
Well, what it does is it gives people more of a snapshot at, inside the business. It gives them another perspective. It actually cuts through the text, and people get to see the person behind the business, which they either will relate to or they won't, and they'll share that story with that person or share those values. So, you know what I mean? It's more, there's just so much more in a video. You can say so much more than just a few words.
Okay, I got that. So, you know, Rachel, I'm thinking right now of like some of the ads that came out, marketing campaigns in the 80s, 90s, or early 2000s. These are kind of like, you know, they hire actors and they go to their places and stuff like that. How different is a video for a business from compared to say an ad like that? Yeah.
Well, but you know, it still exists that high budget videos exist, and that's where, you know, in I guess a long time ago, the budgets were just so much more. They were so much bigger, and but the great thing is now you just need a good imagination, some really good technical support, and you also just need a really clear vision of what you want to create, and it is really much easier for you to create the same type of ads now as huge agencies do, and that's why a lot of them are struggling right now, is because people are stepping into that. Although people are looking for quality, there's definitely a distinct difference, but it's really about the objective and creating an ad that is tailored for that.
So really, it's more about the intention and the message now rather than the production value. Would this be an accurate statement?
It is. As much as it kills me, you know, I cringe at that because I love high quality. I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Yeah.
But, you know, even those crappy ads on television still do have, you know, they do get the results. So it is about the message, it's about your audience, and it's about, you know, your call to action at the end of the day.
Alright, cool. So where does, I know, I mean, like, YouTube is becoming big, particularly in videos, and, you know, stuff like that. Where do you see videos heading right now? Like, I mean, compared to like before, it's like the exclusive domain of big advertising companies, advertising firms, and now it seems to be moving down to grassroots level. Where is the video industry moving towards now?
I just think it's going to be easier and easier. I feel like the marketing as a word is changing, and I feel that companies will need to create videos that are very much about something bigger than just talking head. It's about inspiring people. It's about a bigger message, and, you know, because education does change the world, and everybody has a mission and a cause, and I just feel that marketing videos per se will be changing towards more documentary style videos.
Okay, so it's more like documentary rather than explaining something and showing benefits and stuff like that.
Entertainment is what also people like to be entertained when they're educated.
Right.
And so I think that is going to also comedy, education, entertainment, documentaries, and also short films, where my partner and I, who works in the business with me, we've been judging an international film competition at the moment, and we've just seen 130 short films over the last couple of weeks.
Wow.
And it's been fantastic to judge it because we are looking at so many short films, and the production value is just amazing at what people can create now, and it's a fantastic medium for people to start with as well.
Nice, cool. So, what is the biggest market for videos right now? Is it like the documentaries, you know, marketing that you mentioned?
The thing is, I believe that the biggest market is business owners creating videos and starting to really utilize it well, and going and having videos for lead generation, having videos for their engagement, having online programs for video. I think they're the biggest ones. I mean, YouTube is massive and it's all how-to videos, and cat videos.
right.
To be fair. But it's really hard to say, but I feel like how-to videos and just generally business owners stepping in and creating content for their customers is what's growing massively right now.
Alright, interesting. Now, I'm familiar with, I'm YouTube, of course, and YouTube personalities and all that stuff. Now, these are not business owners, from what I understand. Most of them aren't. It is an interesting context because I am not too familiar with business owners creating these kinds of videos. I mean, at least.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So, what sort of things should business owners get into where videos are concerned?
Well, there's a list of pretty much 10 videos that business owners should start with, and one of them would be testimonials. You know, getting video testimonials from clients will be very powerful for their business.
Right.
Business owners can also share, share a little introduction video on YouTube.
Right.
They could also send videos out to their database on just different things to inspire people. Like, we have a video called Girl Directed to the Rescue, where we go out to a business and we solve a problem for a business, and it's educational, it's entertaining, it solves two problems. It solves a problem for someone watching, and it also solves a problem for the person we're visiting. So it's about creating that content that's going to, reach and be engaging.
Right. Okay. Cool. I got that. All right. Nice. So Rachel, in your 20 plus years of being in the video business, what, in your opinion, was the most successful, for the client involved, video that you have ever created?
It's funny. I have been thinking about that, and that was a really hard question because there's been so many, and I would say that the most recent clients that we've been working with in the online space would have to be the most profound because, on YouTube, music videos get thousands and thousands of views and likes, and, they help the musician.
Right.
But what I love is, one of our clients that was completely scared about getting on front of the camera.
Okay.
They didn't feel good about themselves, they didn't like technology, and they were really undercharging their worth.
Okay.
And to be able to, help them to see how beautiful they are, and for them to embrace technology and be able to edit their own videos, make amazing images, make amazing videos that they love, be able to sell 20 grand programs to people, that has been really transformational, watching her just develop and grow. It's been, awe-inspiring.
Right. And how is this? Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, there's also other clients where, they've got an invention and they pre-sell a couple of hundred units because of a video. So there's so many different variations of what video can do for your business.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Fantastic. So this definitely, businesses putting videos out there definitely affects their bottom line then.
Absolutely. Like, if they've got a strategy in place and they start using video, it's transformational on many levels. It's not just the video itself, it transforms them because it becomes another dimension to their business, and it also helps their confidence, and it also is a great thing for other people to be, inclusive in the business as well.
Okay, cool, interesting, got that. So transformation is, it's pretty interesting when you see it in others. But with yourself, was there any particular time or event where video affected you in a similar way to one of your clients? Transformed you in a similar way?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I think when I lost my way and I had a bit of a nervous breakdown after being in the industry for a long time and burning myself out and losing my way, I was very unconfident in front of the camera. I always made everyone else look amazing, but when it came to me being on camera, I really struggled with that. So that's why I'm very passionate about helping others, because I went overseas to make a difference with the elephants for the documentary, and that's when I had to be in front of the camera, and I found a cause that was bigger than me, then see my way. So that's very similar. That's why I'm very passionate about helping people that really struggle with their confidence on screen, I never want them to feel like I did, because it does hold them back. It held me back for a very long time, and I just know the difference that it makes when you are confident and you can be confident on camera.
Nice. Okay, so definitely then, in your experience, you have definitely experienced what others are experiencing, and I guess that really helps out.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. Okay, cool. So, Rachel, in your opinion, and this is for the benefit of our listeners who may be interested in a career in creating videos, what would be a good career path for them to take? Like, should they start off technical and go artistic, or should they start artistic and go technical and stuff like that?
Okay, that's a good question. I just think if anybody wants to start a video business, the very first thing that I would say is to have a vision of where they want to go. For me, when I was 15, I had a vision of wanting to be a music video director, and I didn't care. I lived in a small country town in the 80s. I mean, you didn't actually, everyone thought I was crazy. We didn't even have media studies there. So it's really about having a vision for yourself that then you are really driven by, that you will do whatever it takes to create that. Now, the other thing I would say to people is don't listen to the limiting beliefs of what you think that thing stands for. I wish that I hadn't have listened to music videos don't make you money. Okay. Like, that was something that I would listen to.
Right.
And therefore, that really did stop me in pursuing that. And I wish now, because I see that was a limiting belief. Now, when you're starting videos, you pick a small niche and you perfect it. Like, if it's animals, or if it's documentaries, or maybe it's food, or you do business videos, or whatever your niche is, pick one and really do it well and charge your worth. Because this industry, there's a lot of people that don't charge their worth, and I think it's now time to change that.
Okay, all right, cool. I got that. So, cool. Right. So, how long on the average does it take for a video person to become familiar with everything that he or she needs to be familiar with regards to creating videos and stuff like that?
Well, it's interesting. We've got a client that she's got a business, and she started a video business from scratch working with us, and she's taken about 9 months, and she's been doing a lot of photography, learning the business side, and she's just started to charge 10 grand per client. So it's taken her about 6 to 9 months to do that, and but she's been getting clients in that time. It's just that she's worked her way up from small jobs through to feeling confident and being able to grow with that. So it really is. We've got other clients doing the same thing that are starting off, but they're really focusing on a niche. So it really does take, if you've got somebody by your side that can share with you the mistakes they made, then it's going to take a lot. It's going to be a lot quicker for you than if you do it by yourself.
Right. Okay. Got that. Cool. Fantastic. Okay. So maybe you spoke about this before, but let's say let's give an example. Let's say you came across someone really interested in creating a video, has technical expertise to handle it, not yet created a video in his or her life, and you had only enough time to tell that person one thing about creating videos. What would be that one thing that you would tell him or her, and why would you tell him that?
One thing. Well, that's a hard one.
Okay.
I would say, I would say something like, I'm just having a think. Really, it's about create emotion with your video and share something that you made a mistake with that you can make a difference in.
All right. Well, pretty
simple. And it doesn't matter what the technology is, if it's a slideshow, whether it's a video, but if you can share one problem that you solved and put emotion in that and story in that, it's got a start, middle, and end, then you'll make a great video.
Okay, cool, nice, fantastic. Okay, so Rachel, what's your ultimate vision for your book? In other words, what would you like to have happen at the end of all this?
I'd like for many people to break through their confidence and to read the book, because there's a lot of confidence exercises and things in there. So I really want as many people as possible to read it and break through their confidence barriers so they can create content and create things that are holding, that perhaps are holding them back.
Okay, nice. So
yeah.
Go ahead. All right. Sure, cool. So Rachel, in the future, are there any other stories or topics that you may want to write about in the future? I know you're going to video a lot of topics in the future, but specifically writing, are there any other topics or stories that you're going to work on?
Definitely. I see books in the future that will be more about the future of video, and because video I feel that it's got a limited time frame, and I believe, it might be 50 years time, but I just feel that we're moving to an age where video is just going to be so easy for everybody, that I just think that moving into a different type of communication and the future of video and things like that are a bit more out there, if you want to say.
Okay.
Just that's the kind of area that I'll be writing about next.
Nice, cool. So, in the last few minutes or so of this interview, are there any last words of wisdom you would like to share to inspire our listeners? Anything at all.
I would say if you're stuck with anything with your business or your vision or your life, the one question that I always ask myself when I'm feeling that way is, what would it take? What would it take for this to show up, or what would it take for this to show up? And the answer comes into your mind. The answer pops into your mind. You've just got to listen for it. And when I went to do the elephant documentary, that's exactly what I did. I was lost, and I wanted a story that had animals in it. I wanted to make a difference.
Right.
And that's when this idea popped into my head out of nowhere by asking a question. What will it take for, a vision, or what would it take for a client, or what would it take for just asking that question is a really good place to start if you don't know your vision, or if you don't know your mission, or if you don't know the videos that you want to create. Thank you so much, Alex. Appreciate your time. Thanks so much.
That's all, folks. So long for now, everyone, and I'll be back on Author Story with another inspiring author.